Welcome to Asian Star Trend. I'm Hannah, and today we've got some hot and trending news to share with you. Scandals in the entertainment world are never just fleeting gossip, they are complex, layered narratives that captivate audiences far beyond the initial headlines. The latest whirlwind centers on Zhai Yiying and Huangwenbo, thrusting them into the public eye in ways fans never anticipated. Zhai Yiying, adored for her radiant charm, seemingly flawless image, and undeniable talent, suddenly found herself at the heart of an unexpected storm. What began as whispers about a wardrobe mishap quickly escalated, revealing tensions and miscommunications behind the glittering veneer of showbiz life. Fans, initially shocked, soon discovered layers of humor, irony, and human vulnerability that added depth to what might have otherwise been dismissed as trivial. The incident highlighted Zhai Yiying's poise under pressure, her quick wit, and her capacity to turn an awkward moment into a showcase of personality and grace. Meanwhile, Huangwenbo, long known for his meticulous professionalism, faced scrutiny that challenged his reputation. Yet, the controversy also peeled back the curtain on the pressures of stardom, the intricate choreography of public image, and the often unpredictable intersection of talent, ego, and circumstance. The public's fascination soared, oscillating between laughter, admiration, and incredulity, as the story unfolded with twists few could have predicted. Beyond the scandal itself, audiences were reminded why they are drawn to these stars in the first place: authenticity. Zhai Yiying's reactions, subtle gestures, and candid moments offered a glimpse into the real person behind the polished performances. By the end, what could have been a fleeting headline became a vivid lesson in resilience, charm, and the unpredictable magic of human connection. In an industry where appearances dominate, this episode proved that substance, heart, humor, and humanity still captivates like nothing else. Huangwenbo, a young and serious director, equally admired for his distinctive filmmaking style and exceptional directing skills, became an unexpected focal point in the unfolding drama. What started as a simple misunderstanding between the two quickly escalated, catapulting their public images into intense scrutiny. Fans and media alike watched with a mix of fascination and speculation, while the broader public often only glimpsed the dazzling fame and success, overlooking the complex emotional entanglements and subtle tensions simmering beneath the surface. As the story unfolded, moments of humor, awkwardness, and candid vulnerability emerged, revealing layers of personality behind the headlines. Zhai Yiying's poise and quick wit, combined with Huangwenbo's professionalism and quiet intensity, transformed what could have been a fleeting scandal into a compelling human story. Audiences were drawn not just to the controversy itself, but to the authentic emotions, unspoken pressures, and unpredictable twists that define life in the spotlight. Ultimately, this episode reminded fans why they are captivated by these figures in the first place: authenticity. Beyond the glitz and public spectacle, the incident highlighted the intricate dance of fame, talent, and human connection. In an industry obsessed with appearances, the real intrigue lies in resilience, sincerity, and the unexpected ways personalities shine even amid controversy. As the situation unfolded, all eyes were on these once perfect idols. Public speculation and media exaggeration magnified a simple misunderstanding, escalating tensions and creating immense social pressure. Every word, every gesture was scrutinized and interpreted, often out of context. The relentless attention fueled misunderstandings, biases, and polarized opinions, gradually causing the public images of the two stars to diverge. Behind the headlines, the story was far less sensational and far more human. Zhai Yiying and Huangwenbo were initially just colleagues, united by mutual respect for each other's talent and professionalism. Admiration and camaraderie marked their early interactions, making the escalation all the more painful and unexpected. What the public saw as scandal was, in reality, the messy intersection of fame, pressure, and human emotion. When Zhai Yiying first entered the entertainment industry, she frequently accepted Huangwenbo's invitations to participate in his film projects. Huangwenbo, recognizing her talent and dedication, publicly praised her as one of the most promising actors he had ever encountered. Their professional collaborations and personal interactions exuded mutual respect and camaraderie, painting a picture of a seemingly perfect working relationship. Yet, This image of harmony became the unintended spark for a scandal. At a private gathering, Huangwenbo lost control of his emotions, and certain inappropriate behaviors occurred, leaving Zhai Yiying extremely uncomfortable. Although the incident did not escalate further at the time, it set off a chain reaction of public controversy. The media quickly intervened, magnifying the situation and dissecting Zhai Yiying's silence, framing it in ways that distorted the truth. Her quietness was misinterpreted as consent, and even Huangwenbo's subsequent apology failed to calm the public discourse. What had once been a relationship rooted in professional admiration and genuine friendship became recast as the source of scandal. A single moment of lost composure, compounded by misunderstandings and media exaggeration, transformed respect and camaraderie into suspicion and controversy. The incident highlighted the fragility of public perception and the intense pressures of celebrity life. Mutual respect, once evident, was overshadowed by speculation, bias, and the relentless glare of the media. As their story unfolded, audiences were confronted with a complex narrative of human error, miscommunication, and the unpredictable consequences of fame. Behind the headlines, the friendship that had begun with promise and admiration became a cautionary tale of how quickly perception can overshadow reality. The once innocent friendship between Zhai Yiying and Huangwenbo gradually eroded under the relentless glare of public scrutiny. What had begun as admiration and mutual respect became distorted, inflated into accusations and moral judgment. Was the scandal a simple misunderstanding, or were deeper forces at play? The truth remains murky. At the private gathering that sparked the controversy, Huangwenbo's emotional lapse, possibly fueled by stress or alcohol, led to actions and words that made Zhai Yiying uncomfortable. What should have remained a private matter was quickly seized upon by the media, whose coverage exaggerated and sensationalized the incident. Zhai Yiying's silence was misinterpreted as consent, while Huangwenbo's apologies were framed as attempts to hide the truth. Rumors and speculation compounded the problem, turning a personal interaction into a public trial. Public pressure intensified, with every detail magnified and analyzed. Social media discussions focused less on the incident itself than on the celebrities' private lives. The relentless attention trapped both stars in a whirlwind where nothing they said or did could satisfy expectations. Zhai Yiying became a symbol of the silenced victim, and Huangwenbo's image gradually suffered. Despite repeated clarifications, this episode raises critical questions. Should the media prioritize ethical reporting over clicks and traffic? Should audiences learn to approach celebrity lives with rationality rather than blind curiosity? Behind the glitz and glamour lies a complex world of human emotion, unseen pressures, and unspoken industry rules. Minor missteps can become magnified, exposing power struggles, media manipulation, and the relentless gaze of public idolization. The ordeal became a lesson in resilience for both Zhai Yiying and Huangwenbo, who gradually rebuilt their public images despite intense scrutiny. Their experience underscores a stark truth: celebrities, though admired, are human, vulnerable, fallible, and shaped by society's relentless gaze. Beyond individual missteps, the scandal reflects the pressures of an entire industry and the audience culture that magnifies every action. It challenges us to consider how we consume news, judge public figures, and balance fascination with empathy. Behind the glamour, stars navigate complex pressures, striving for authenticity in a world eager to distort reality. What do you think about today's content? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And if this is your first time watching our channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay updated with exclusive news about your favorite movie. Thank you so much for watching.